better than the bottom. So much better. Welcome to the top. This is the Fantasy Football Show where we separate the winners from the pretenders. I'm joined by my co-hosts, my compadres, my motherfucking kinfolk, Big Banks of them kids of mine. What's up with it, Banks?
Man, what's going on today, man? I want to tell everybody, let's jingle, jingle along the way, goddamn me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm say, what's up, man? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? How does it feel this week?
Mac motherfucking twin, my pimp partner, also in the
What's
building.
what's up, Big Banks? What's up, Faith? You know how that shit go, man. I was dealing with some other shit. I lost to a good friend of mine. Rest in peace, Timo.
Long live Timo. Go ahead and kick
Long
that
live
shit off that
Timo.
way
But
right
but
there.
I, I had some other stuff going on around here that I talked to Face about. You know what I'm saying? But hey man, you can't win them all. At least I got as far as I did. You know what I mean?
Well,
Shit,
shit,
I went.
you set this conversation up with it. Let's go ahead and recap last week games. It was a conference championship, the right to go to the Super Bowl. We were down to the Final Four. Um, we had the first and third. Long live Timo going against Mac motherfucking Twin. Uh, it was a disappointing affair for Team Mac Twin as they would go down with the L 152 to 105. Uh, First and third, long live Timo was led in scoring by Jaden
Long
Daniels
live
with a 30,
Timo.
with a big 34. And Gibbs gave him 29. And then, shit, we got a little chip in, them teenager numbers and a few little, just over double figures. And it was a little too much for not enough. Mac Twin, you were just talking about that. Go ahead and get the people, I mean, I understand you said you had what was going on, but what was going on the field?
Man, I had underperformers. You know how that. Hey man, it happens. And shit, the best man won. You know how that go. Shit, there ain't no, ain't
Ain't
no
nothing, ain't
sourness.
nothing,
Ain't
yeah.
no sourness. It's much respect to Timo. Long live Timo.
Speaking of the
But
performing, I mean, you got 18 for Kittle and 17 for Tracy. Those was your highest scores. You didn't get the Superman performance from Josh that we are accustomed to. Brian Robinson shit the bed with a 3-6. Watson
what I'm
got hurt. He
saying,
had a
like I got
2-6.
I got underperformers. But hey man, it was probably meant for that to happen.
I mean, you did have a force and not to to rub this in, but I am the only one on the panel who picked the first and third business to win this week. I just felt there was something greater than you, I, and everyone else here uh, going on with first and third with that
Absolutely,
situation.
absolutely.
Banks, go give us some expert analysis on this matchup,
Look,
kinfolk.
let me tell you, man. As I'm watching it unfold, as like you just, astutely pointed out, I picked Twins. So I'm watching this game, and as I watch it unfold, I see I see Twin team. The players not coming up and playing like they, like you want them to play. Now, when he said he just spoke about underperforming, it really started with his first player that played earlier in the week, Sutton. It wasn't big time underperforming, but he came with like 2 or 3 points less than what he was projected to
With
get.
a 10.
You know what I'm saying? So that that was the starting of what was the beginning to be what his team was gonna do this week, underperform, and it spilled over into the weekend games, and you just seen player after player not play up to the way they played this season. But the one that shined brighter than any of them was Josh Allen. As I'm watching him unfold, I think I might have been talking to you at the time,
You was.
and
We was.
I'm sitting there watching, so I'm like, man, Josh can. I mean, he come back, he do it, get his 30 or 40 ball. He throw 3 TDs. I'm just saying all these different things because I believe in Josh Allen and the way that he has played. I even said so far last week that that he should be the MVP if we would have voted a
If
week.
we would have voted later, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he played so horribly. He only had like an 11. I mean, like,
yeah, he didn't show he didn't show that MVP caliber that game.
no, he
And he
did,
needed it.
and that's the head of the snake. So when the head of the snake play like that, it's a trickle down effect. You know what I'm saying? On the rest of the team. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, his team, like, unfortunate for him, you know, they didn't come to play. You know what I'm saying? The most important time of the season. Now for Timo, I mean, his top two big dogs on his team, they played like big dogs.
Like big dogs.
And I mean, you talking about a back-to-back 29 week for Gibbs, and I give it to Team Lab. They said that me better watch out for Gibbs now that Montgomery out. He gonna get a 29 or a 30, and that nigga caught it right on the nose, and that nigga got a 29. So you know what I'm saying? So I mean, with you got them two players right there getting you 60 by themselves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's tough, man. That like that's tough, man. And when you look down the lineup, Njoku doing what he did with the 15 and change, you know what I'm saying?
Stevenson, 14.
Stevenson with it, what he got, 14. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit start to add up. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Timo just pulled off. You know what I'm saying? Timo in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just got to give him his props on putting this one out.
Yeah, I did not expect for Timo to be able to pull this out prior to the playoffs started. It seemed like he might not even make the playoffs, but it was just something about the team. They just
What you
stood
call
up.
a divine
intervention? Yes, absolutely. The man is playing from the grave. He got that energy still around this team, and they showing up and showing out.
Absolutely.
And I had a feeling of that. Like I wanted to take you last week. I mean, obviously. I mean, we you my partner. We chopped this shit. Mo was my partner. Mo ain't here no more. You here. I should still chop this shit. You know, it would have been a really nice conversation if we both would have made it to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? As we both on the show, and then we get doing the pre Super Bowl conversation, and you know what I mean, all the shit that go with that. That was good. That would have been a beautiful thing. But in the back of my mind, I was just like, Timo team is just too goddamn dangerous. They up and down, but when they up, they hard to fuck with. And I just had a feeling that they was gonna have a moment like that, like you say, like he said, man. In the famous words of Timo, you're gonna beat me in the playoffs. You got to come with 150 or better.
Yeah. That was his thing right there. You gotta have that buck 50.
You got to have 150. You know what I'm saying? Even P, you ain't gonna beat me with it if you don't put up 150. That's what he said. But long live Timo. They got the victory. They moving on. 7-17, making it to the Super Bowl. Every year that I've been in this league, the team with the lowest Super Bowl record has made it to the Super Bowl. As we know, Mo went to the Super Bowl last year. Didn't fare out well for him, but he's right back to back Super Bowl appearances. Long live Timo. I gotta say something about that, man. Back to back Super Bowl appearances. Yeah. That man was a great coach and a great GM.
Timo in the building.
Timo in the motherfucking building. All right, well, let's move on to our other game, our other matchup, conference championship. It was Team LAV back on the conference championship stage for the third time in 3 years, facing the Hoe Whisperer, Rollo the Pimp, Biggest P. What's up with it, P? It didn't go as the Hoe Whisperer's way. Team LAV is clicking and peaking at the right time. 165 to 133 was the margin, was the points on the game. The Team LAV got the win. They were led in scoring by 22 for Baker, 25 from Henry, 22 for Baker, and Bowers chipped in with a 20. He also got a 19.8 from Devontae. We're gonna give him 0.2 and make it 20. And not to mention the unsung hero of the team would be the old Atlanta Falcons, who chipped in with 32 combined points between the defense and the head coach. And Rollo just didn't have enough. Maybe it was a case of, what a franchise owner has said on this program, that maybe this is LAV's magical season because teams seem to underperform against him. And this was very much a case of that same situation. I mean, Bijan came to play. Joe Garrett came to play. 27 for Bijan, 21-9 for Joe Thorough, and a 20 for Worthy. That's back-to-back 20s for Worthy, but it wasn't worthy of a victory performance. Mac Twin, hey, man, you went with me. I don't know what you saw in this matchup that separated, but I would love to hear it.
Man, it was you got to look at the strength of the team. And that's kind of pretty much what I was looking at, man, the strength of the team. And it was matter of fact, it was a good head-up matchup, like it was a better matchup than I gave Timo, but you know how they go. Sometimes when your team underperform, you can't do nothing about it but sit there and watch them underperform.
And watch it.
That's
it.
it.
Watch it unfold.
And you right on that. When I was watching the game, at first, it was teetering, it was flipping back and forth. 152, 150, 151, 152. It was just flipping.
You mean 52, 51, low scoring? You talking about the percentage? Okay, yeah.
Projection.
Projection. Yeah, okay. I'm following. My bad.
They kept flipping like it was like this bitch was really a 50-50 game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it was looking like. And I think what highlight that is what you were speaking of, his two big dogs that they did come to play. So with them coming to play, that's the reason why it was looking close early on, and the reason why I was looking like that, it just might be a good game. But what ended up happening is that the underperforming, like I said, has continued to roll against you. Tony Pollard come in 7 under his projection than what he was supposed to do, like a 17. He had like a 10. He had the defense get a 0. He had a couple of more players that also underperformed on what they was projected to do. So you're talking about like 3 to 4
Hawkins. Hawkins really didn't go that bad. He was about 2 points under.
See,
Zach Ertz. Big underperformance.
Zach Ertz. I'm saying, but see, you say just 2 points, but this is the playoffs. This is the championship game. You're trying to go to the Super Bowl, so 2 points mean a lot. When you add that up, going down the roster, and you got 3-4 motherfuckers saying, okay, here you go back 3 points. Here you go back 4 points. Here you go back 7 points. When you add up shit like that, that shit right there count. And that's the kind of shit that put you in a hole and make you fighting an uphill battle and get you to lose and go home. Now, from the other side of the ball, on the other side for Team Lab, I mean, Henry came to play, Baker came to play, Adams came to play, Bowers came to play. I'm just saying, like when you got that kind of competition that you're going against on the other side of the ball, that's the reason why I had picked Team LAV, and it really went exactly like I had said. I said one team is going to underperform players, and another team is going to have players that rise up and play better than what is projected they supposed to play. And that's what happened for a few players on Team Lab team. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. But I'm just saying, like, it wasn't a clear victory. It was a good game, but with all being said, I mean, it seemed like that magical ride continued this week for Team Lab.
I'm gonna expound on a little inside locker room information. When I got that 12 from Lutz on Thursday, I had spoke with you. We were speaking, and I had told you I wanted teenager numbers. If I could get teenager numbers, I knew we'd be off to a good start. And it got me right there. Not quite a teenager, but shit, the next thing to it. And I was cool with that, you know what I'm saying? And then we got into the game Friday, and I didn't run Hunt out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, shit, I'm gonna stick with the double barrel shotgun. I'm gonna stick with that double shot Derringer and keep rolling. And when I saw Hunt get that 17.5, I'm not gonna lie to you, the foundation started shaking a little bit. You understand? I was like, damn, I left 17 points on the table. That didn't fare so well because you gotta understand, he had early players playing too. He had Worthy, and Worthy had a 20. He had Hopkins. Hopkins has a 7. And then he had the I want to say he had the defense. No, Pittsburgh defense. Pittsburgh head coach for that Friday. Was it Saturday game? I think it was Saturday.
Saturday game.
And Saturday game, so the -2 kind of, pushed it down a little bit to make it, a 25. And I had that 12 working. And then, Henry had that 25. So I was like, okay, that's cool. But then Hill had a concussion. So I said, damn, that's all bad. I got a 3-3 going into Sunday out of my second RB. I didn't pick up the 17. That's a bad look. I was just like, man, I need my dogs to go hard. And shit, I'm looking at Bijan, I'm looking at Burrow, I'm looking at Puka, Pollard. And I started to see some underperformance from Puka and Pollard. And at the same time, Baker and Devontae and Wilson chipping in. I had Bowers later. I'm looking at the Atlanta defense going crazy. I'm watching the game. I see the pick six. You know what I'm saying? I see a strip sack fumble pick six to the house. Matthew Judon, shout out to Judon. I had the first season that I came in this league, so he done been to the Super Bowl with me. I love to see him be successful, and it's just like he can't play for me, but he's doing all he could to help me, even though, you know what I'm saying, with Atlanta getting that 24, and then they blew them niggas out. So I got that 8-2. So I'm like, I'm picking up 32 off the wire, still working. You know what I'm saying? 15, 16 weeks, in that was, shout out to Timo, man. That was week 16 too. So, it had 3 Ps, 4 Ps participating. Excuse me. 4 pimps, pimp partners, pimp niggas all participating going to the Super Bowl. I know it's a lot of pimps in this league, man. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't all pimps. But it was on the 16th, and pimping was all facing each other. And it was a beautiful thing, man. Like I say, I picked up the Atlanta defense, I picked up the head coach. I got good performance from him. And then I had saved Bowers had a late game. I had saved Dobbs. And shit, by the time Bowers got working, this shit was already in the book. So, Dobbs didn't even come to be a factor with his little light-ass foe. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Ho Whisperer, man. Shout out to Rallo P. It was a great game. Shout out to Timo. Shout out to Timo, Long Live Timo. Shout out to Mac Twin. You know what I mean? Shit, man. It was great up to this point of the season, man. You know what I'm saying? And my team just showed up like I expect for them, like I asked them to do, and to get money, and we got the victory. I ain't gonna act like we knew we had the victory the whole way. Like you said, this shit was going back and forth in the projection. I'm sitting there watching it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that certain niggas on his team don't do nothing, and the ones that I needed not to, they didn't. And I got some contributors on my team, and that was the game, man. That was the ball game. It was a wonderful championship game. Feels good to get that monkey off my back. As far as last year losing in the championship game, I never knew what that felt like up until last year, and now I don't have to feel that feeling again. But the job's not done. Still got a lot more work to go. But
and I want
man,
to again, like I did last week. This week I want to say congratulations to the team that made it to the Super Bowl. Timo, first and third bid, and Face with Team Laugh. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations to those two teams for making the Super Bowl.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, before we move
Likewise.
on to this next segment, we got a slight little intervene that we need to get to. We got some house cleaning. We got some business we got to take care of. It's a dirty job. I don't know. Y'all might think I enjoy this job. I do not. You know what I'm saying? But the work got to get done. You know what I'm saying? We got to take care of business. We got to pay bills. We got to do the house cleaning and everything. So let me go ahead and proceed and move on to add a couple of more names to the list, man. You know what I'm saying? Like say, the bold reservations for Mac Twin, Cash, Supreme, and the whole Whisperers. Your seats are ready. Your seats are ready, man. Go on, get your seats. Oh, hold on, man. Let me cash this motherfucker on out there. Oh shit. Bring it back on in. All right, we're gonna go ahead while I catch this fish for these guys, this reservation. We're gonna go ahead and move on to Big Banks Sneaky Links. This might be the last one of the season. I don't know if you're gonna be able to work your magic and come up with another one for next week, but we gonna see. We gonna see.
We'll see.
You know, you don't know who gonna be playing, man. You know, it may be some unexpected guys playing, and you might be able to fill up your list. But I'm excited to see what you got this week. Give it to me. Go ahead and work. Big Bang Sneaky Links.
I appreciate that intro, Face. Yeah, man. This week, I want to remind everybody again for the playoffs. We switch it up with the links. What we're doing is the only people on the links that are coming is from the teams that won the games. So that means it'll be coming from Team Lab and Team First and Third. So let's roll. Let's get into it. Coming in number 5. This is the first time a head coach made the links, and the first time a head coach deserved to make the list. Coming through when his team needed him the most with an 8.0, the Atlanta Falcons. And I want to say a tidbit about that is that Team Laugh picked them up, off the scrap heap, and when he needed them to, he put them in, and they came through for him and helped him move on with an 8. They had. They had just a big day for them, because they doubled their points on the year. They had only like 9 points on the year. They ended up now with 17. That just show how bad they've been playing on the season. So that was a great pickup and call, and that was great GMing right there. Coming in at number 4, having put up only his 3rd game all season, posting a 15 or higher. He had 5 receptions with 43 yards and a touchdown, helping him take his team to the big dance. We talking about Adam Thielen. That 15 that he had don't seem like it's that big, but that was only his 3rd time all season getting that 15. So he came through for Timo when he needed to. Coming in at number 3, his struggles this past few weeks was eye-opening. People might have been thinking that have he hit the rookie wall? What's going on with him? He had a 9.35 and a 6.5 respectfully. But with the Super Bowl on the line for his team, he bounced back like dry sheets with 11 receptions for 99 yards to post a 20.9 respectfully.
Respectfully.
Brock Bowers.
Another good move for Team LAV.
He been big, basically the whole season. The last 2 games he had struggles. It seemed like he had hit a wall or something. And when Team LAV needed him, the taking them to the Super Bowl. He come through with a 20.9. Coming in and
over 99 receptions, over 1,000 yards.
Man, that nigga playing big. Coming in number 2, this team did the unthinkable at the most opportune time, having scored over a fourth of their season total in 1 week with 2 picks, a fumble recovery, 3 sacks, and 2 touchdowns for a blistering 24.0. We talking about, again, the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, how many teams on this year is going to have 2 picks, a fumble recovery, 3 sacks, and 2 touchdowns in a game? You ain't gonna hear that call that much, if ever. So the Falcons, another big call for Team LAV. Like when he needed them, I mean, like he just picked these people up off the scrap heap. He plugged them in, and they came through for him. Atlanta,
and they go for me.
You might as well say this week what was Team LAV, or you want to say Team ATL, because that's what he had this week. And Atlanta showed up big for him. Now coming in at number 1.
Great vibrations.
This guy normally wouldn't even make the links, but what was going on, what he was going up against, he one of the top defenses in the league, if not the best defense in the league. He was keeping his team in the hunt for the NFC crown. He had 258 yards with 5 touchdowns, 5 big touchdowns. And to go with that, he had 9 carries for 81 yards for a 34.42. We talking about Jaden Daniels. Now, he probably locked up Rookie of the Year with this game this week with them 5 TDs.
He should.
And I'm going to say this. T-Mo, from the very beginning, he drafted that boy. T-Mo had said, I had Anthony Richardson the year before that. I was already eyeing this nigga right here. And guess what? That nigga played big for T-Mo the whole motherfucking year. That was a great call, T-Mo. T-Mo and the motherfucking bill.
Long live T-Mo.
Number 1. That's the links right there, man. And that was our championship game links. So now, what everybody want to know is they want to know what's going on this week on the beauty of the week. Last week, you know, it was kind of like a discrepancy almost going on up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? I ain't put my best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just jiving around. So this week, y'all, what we come to you all the way from the other side of the pond. You know what I'm saying? Over there in England. You know what I'm saying? We bring you, you know what I'm saying? You know, some tea today or something. You know what I'm saying? You know, you want some biscuits or something. And well, this is what we bring you today. We bring you the British soccer player, Gabriella Howe. And when I tell you that she's nice, man. Yeah, she is. She is. She in the building too.
You know what I'm talking about?
She's extravagant.
Yeah, I decided to bring her in. You know, I've been working this motherfucker, man. I've been learning how to do some extra little shit with this shit, man. You know, I'm trying to get good at the, be diverse, multi-talented, be able to, do the editing and, the production and all this shit. So I'm able to bring her to y'all.
Yeah.
But don't sleep. I'm gonna run a full foul on her.
I think you're doing a damn good job, Faith, if you ask me.
Appreciate that.
Wonderful job, brother. Wonderful job. Back to you, Faith.
Well, shit, Banks, I'm at a loss for words for that. I hate to tell my partner, me and him, we'll have to fight over this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Me, but
we gonna fight hard, the motherfucker.
But if I meet a second, I'm sure gonna shoot my shot at her. I'm just, introduce myself. Okay. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, man, you gonna have some motherfucking problems. Yeah, man, you gonna have some motherfucking problems, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? It's your friend. Who is this? I'm gonna have to speak. She speak back, P. Yeah, don't get mad at me because the bitch show, man.
No, I'm gonna be mad the motherfucker at you, and I'm gonna slap the shit out of her.
I think I'll come out the pocket for that little work.
I know for a fact I will.
I would lock that bitch in the high castle.
In the High Castle.
Oh shit, man. Yeah, tune in. Let me get them top performers, man. Them niggas who really got it did on the field this weekend. We got Draper coming in for the paper. For the paper coming in. Yeah, man, it's perfect timing, baby. Yeah, twin, let's get them top performers, man. Who you got this week?
Okay, the top performers is number 5. Number 5, we gonna go with the boy that's always on the list, Saquon Barkley. That boy hit for 35.4.
He had 150 yards, 2 touchdowns.
150 yards, 2 touchdowns. Okay. And then we gonna go with that boy Justin Jefferson for them Vikings. And you know that boy hit for 30. That boy hit for 36.4.
The real kid Dynamite. 144 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yes, sir. Then we're gonna go with that boy Chuba Hubbard. He been a star these last few weeks. He hit for 37.3.
152 yards, rushing, 2 touchdowns, big numbers.
Yep. And then we're gonna go with that boy up out of Miami, A-Chain. That boy hit for 37.6.
Yeah, you discovered him, and he had 120 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah. And then we gonna hit for the number 1, that boy Josh Taylor with that 52.2.
Big game, Jonathan. Done get it again. 218 yards, 3 touchdowns. That nigga was running crazy on the field on them niggas.
He was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, there was some top performers right there. Appreciate that, Mac Twin. Those some good niggas you got on the field. All right, let's go ahead and get it to the top. So much better than the bottom. So much better.